Uno mas.
Hello, the stragglers.
Welcome back to welcome back to some Pikmin 2. Jake was talking about the
Jake,
fix and minifix
yeah,
situation.
I'm just trying to explain to Matt the situation as best as I can recall.
I know the very basics. Like, I'm not like glued to it like the level that Jake is.
It's because
I
I fuck with Legos.
Yeah,
I'm more.
Too,
I think I heard
but...
about bricks and minifigures like before this, but
not
in like a bad way. But I think I knew who they like, were. Like
I think I did too. It's like, oh, it's a Lego place. Or whatever.
But yeah, so as I was going on about corporate, like, so he tried to like reach out to people to be like, hey, can like someone help me get these Legos back? And, like, you know, they say it's worth around like $200,000, but according to like people, it seems to be like around half that now.
Yeah.
It used to be like, okay, it's around like $200,000, but and when I did, there was like a more in-depth investigation on I think his name's like CafeZilla did like a whole investigation.
CoffeeZilla.
Oh yeah, CoffeeZilla. He did an entire like, you know, like if you get like someone who's like who acts like a legit detective, you know it's getting serious, right?
Well, CoffeeZilla's like pretty trusted. He does some good shit.
But yeah, he did like the math and stuff. So like even like like some stuff in his collection did get sold, but he still like, I think he still drew to the conclusion, from what I recall, that still several $1,000s worth of Legos are still like missing. But again, it's just like they kind of blew out the proportion of how much exactly that it's probably, the whole collection was probably worth like 100,000, but they, you know, everyone's just says it's like 200,000. So the guy's name is Brian, the son of the old guy who was the original owner. So he originally got some other like YouTubers involved, and then he got Reckless Ben involved, who I never heard of until this whole thing happened.
Yeah.
So he's doing his investigation, and I think it leads to and I want to be very careful when it comes to Reckless Ben, because there's potentially misinformation on Ben's side of it. So I want to be I don't want to be like bring up certain points that are being currently contested right now as being genuine information or not, because he does make some accusations in the video of but yeah, so he gets involved, they do investigating. Ben obviously he's being pretty reckless about it. He does generally some, obviously I understand his cause, but I do know he's generally doing some pretty stupid shit to when this is kind of a more serious thing. Like, he's kind of like goofing off, and some of them, this is just how I'm looking at it. And again, this isn't me like being like I'm on bricks and minifigs side on that. It's like, no, I am on Ben's side, but I'm trying to have some nuance and understand that Ben is doing a lot of stupid shit too. With this, I'm on the side of that. These people should be compensated for. But again, like I can acknowledge that Ben is not doing like the best job with this.
Yeah.
But this gets from, so trying to break it down. Oh, there's purple ones now.
Yes, they're fat. Alright, plot, I guess. Amazing, a purple Pikmin. It has hair and is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Alma, you stupid sack of shit. It must be entirely an entirely new type.
Guys, new Pikmin type just dropped.
It's purple! Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others.
Okay, so basically, you know, he's doing his investigation. It leads him to try to go to corporate, which is in Utah, and that's when all the Utah shit happens. which basically, and there is tons of footage that the certain police department in Utah who actually did put out a response video. I'm trying to defend themselves. It looked very shady. This police department, from the footage we have seen, um, obviously the ethically ones that are seen, because like I know like a bunch of shit that was supposed to be redacted has been leaked. So I want to talk. So I'm only going to bring up the ones that we do see that is like public and not, taken potentially illegally. So I'm not gonna be, but yeah. So you see, like these guys were basically like finding a way to get to pull over like Ben. Like there is footage of them that they stop him for having a. They say he like stopped. He like ran past the stop sign or something, but you can see in the dash cam footage he didn't. Like that kind of shit. Like them like just trying. They're clearly trying. Like the cops get called on. These cops get calls about that they clearly are making. Well, there's clearly some conspiracy with it that the CEO of Bricks and Mini, I think they're like two brothers who are the founders of Bricks and Mini. They have Mormon ties, and in this community, they're very Mormon, and they think they're kind of drawing to conclusions. Again, I want to. I'm not because I know a lot of people are going to talk about it as objective fact. I want to be as like we don't know everything. There is some alleged that this police department is basically like, and there is video proof that we do see of them being shady. That they are like basically acting like a private force for this freaking Lego company.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I don't know if there's but yeah, everyone was really looking forward to like the ending of like I think like the latest big thing that happened with the story was that everyone was asking because he did like a 2-part series on this Reckless Spin. And it turns out he can't do a part 3. And part 2 ended on a cliffhanger that he was like, "Well, now I'm in Mexico evading a rat. I'm on the run."
Yeah.
I'm in Mexico. I'm on the run. But then he's like, "Yeah, part 3 was ready, but because of like legal issues, I can't post it. If I do, like I automatically lose." And like all the GoFundMe, okay, because they did raise a GoFundMe as well. For this guy, and they did get the GoFundMe. It got taken down for a bit, but yeah, it's just I'm trying to just give the general gist. But yeah, the last like big thing, unless something happened today that I'll find out about when I get home, was Ben was like, "Yeah, I can't do a part 3. Like I have to pretty much keep my mouth shut about this situation now, or I can be tried and be found guilty and." I could get in a lot of trouble. I could face, prison time. It's bad. But I think my favorite part of this is probably something you've seen. CEO of Patreon made a video where he was like, so he's like, yeah, so we got this is like my favorite part. He was like, yeah, so we got a complaint from Bricks and Minifigures that they want us to take down Reckless Ben's Patreon, aka his freaking income, his freaking livelihood, which again, a new low for them, or like another low thing they do. And the CEO was like, so after some careful reconsideration, we found the conclusion that Bricks and Minifigs stuff it. Those were exact. He literally said Bricks and Minifigs can stuff it in his response video, and I think that was absolutely legendary of them.
Yeah.
To just deny them to take down Reckless Ben's Patreon.
I did see that video. So,
Absolute legendary.
yeah.
Absolutely based. But yeah. Yes, like it is crazy, and I'm trying to keep up with this story, because I do have because it's about Lego. It's not like just Lego. Like it's about Lego Star Wars figures, and like Lego Star Wars, like old Lego Star Wars, is like something I have a lot of nostalgia for because that's what I grew up with. How I got into Star Wars was through like the Lego sets. So I do have like kind of a personal connection in a way to this story because I do feel for the family that potentially had so many Lego sets just that were very valuable, just pretty much stolen or not fully compensated for. So I do have a lot of empathy for it and sympathies for it for this family. Obviously, again, I don't think Ben is doing like the best job, and him like kind of doing a lot of trolling is just not good when this is a more serious like thing.
Yeah.
Especially to be accusing a company of like stealing like thousands of like property. So like I don't think he's going about this like the best, but I am more on his side. But again, I try to want to have new. I can acknowledge that he's not being a saint with this whole thing. He's not being a perfect saint. He's doing the right thing, but he's going about it the wrong way.
Right.
Like if he reached out to CoffeeZilla, it would have been a lot more professional investigation done.
Yeah.
From the start, instead of him coming into this a lot later on. But again, I watched his video on it. He, again, like as you said, top notch investigating. He's obviously even with his interviews, he interviews both sides unbiasedly. So I like that. I feel like most people, when they're talking like the CEOs and like these like corporate higher ups, he would be like jumping on like a side, but he's being unbiased. So very well done. But yeah, I don't want to re-yap about this. I don't want to accidentally mess up. But we got flower Pikmin. They got flowers.
Yes, they have upgraded. They now have flowers upon their heads and are powerful now. Because of that. Because they drink nectar and all that stuff and shit.
You're having them all like spin around.
Yeah. Because they're like following the flowers right now, and it's kind of what I've always done. Oh god. Kill the white things! Kill the white people! Speaking of cases going on, have you seen that Carmelo Anthony shit going on?
Yeah, I have. I've been recommended videos about it, but I have not watched it because that was the bleacher situation. I'm pretty sure that was the bleacher situation.
That was like the track meet kind of.
Yeah, it was on the bleachers. That's why I called it the bleacher, like the bleacher kids. What was the update? I remember this. So when I heard about this, what I was remembering was basically MAGA right wing got into a little pissy fit because they set up a GoFundMe for his legal defense. That was like the last thing I remember hearing about. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Was he like found guilty or something like that?
Well, the black kid was found guilty.
Yeah.
And black people are having a meltdown on Twitter right now, basically.
Yeah. I figured, yeah, because that was one video I was recommended. That one guy was like, he was innocent. I'm like, I don't
like, no, actually, like,
stab the guy.
He stabbed a innocent kid, and yeah, he too is a kid himself. But they're trying to say that like
I know the fucking right wing and MAGA is just fucking celebrating right now.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, I just hate when like black people do shitty stuff, right? But then like as soon as MAGA is all base, it's like, see, white people are evil too. It's like, yeah, they can be, but like, we've done terrible shit as a race as well. Like, come on now, like, there's nothing to gloat about. At the end of the day, a kid killed another kid for no fucking reason,
Yeah.
essentially, and we shouldn't be fucking celebrating that he was fucking found guilty. We should just, you know, be normal people about this and not make it about fucking race. You know? Just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's
Yeah, I definitely think there's a lot of objective that when it's like a black person in trouble, that it's always that, oh, here comes the justice system again. But it's like, it's not like that. Like, it's not like, obviously you can't acknowledge that there is systemic racism. Like, there's no denying, but again, you can't just like blame systemic racism for like every single case.
Right, of course. Because, like, they're calling Kamalo Anthony, like, he's just a baby, he's just a boy. It's like, okay, that fucking baby murdered somebody, so, like, they're saying, like, he just had a little accident, okay? Like,
A little oopsie daisy.
it's like, when I was a fucking 17-year-old, I had not once decided to kill another classmate or whatever of mine with a fucking knife at a shack meet, so...
On the bleachers.
Yeah, like, stop trying to fucking justify that, and stop trying to fucking make him out to be a fucking victim just because he's fucking black. Like, no. Black people can be found guilty of wrongdoing. Just because he did a quote-unquote mistake doesn't mean it was a little happy mistake, okay? This isn't a fucking Bob Ross fucking painting, okay?
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I remember when that GoFundMe was set up. And MAGA had to respond for making that white woman who said the N-word to an autistic black child a millionaire.
Yeah.
That just shows you how, like... So, of course I know they're freaking having parties and being like, yeah!
Yeah. I just, you know, just hate it. I just hate living in such a divisive fucking time period. And I know that's what everybody fucking at any point in history has always said. But, like, man, I just hate how everything has to just be, like...
I just hate how...
a controversy.
Yeah. It's just with me, I just hate the cruelty of people these days.
Yeah.
That's just with me, personally.
Yeah.
Like, we are, especially on this platform, there is just so much cruelty on this platform.
Well, like YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
I mean, all the shit I've seen is from fucking Twitter. And it is just such a fucking cesspool with that shit.
Yeah, it's just cruelty.
I've seen black people, like, saying death threats to Austin Metcalf's family. Like, and just saying heinous shit in general. Like, you guys are, like, not helping your cause, you know? Like, I don't know, objectively it's just, like, fucking terrible what they're fucking doing, and they're parading and celebrating Austin Metcalf's death. Like, you guys are no better than the fucking Tavon Martin situation. With George Zimmerman and all that, like, you're just being fucking terrible. There's no way around it. It's fucking disgrace.
It's just... Yeah, we're... Not even like a... Like, both sides of the aisle are just... cruel. To like, everybody.
Yeah.
Beyond belief.
Yeah,
There's just too much cruelty on social media these days.
What I've always hated is when black people do something objectively, like, terrible. But, like, you, as a white person, like, to the internet, if you call them out for it, you're always going to be labeled a racist. that's just something I've noticed over the past couple of years, and it's just like, you know, let's stop doing that. Let's just like not do that. Like anytime a black person does something terrible or like not something good.
Honestly, I don't even think like calling somebody a racist doesn't do much as it used to.
Yeah, because racists are proud of what they are nowadays.
No, like I feel like most people these days, if you're like, yeah, you're being freaking racist, they'll be like, yeah, and
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah, I fucking love being racist. I mean, but for normal people like us, if we were to be called racist, like, that would fucking ruin our entire day.
Yeah.
You know, like... And, like... You know...
I'm nothing like my father.
Yeah, like... No, like... It's just... I'm not trying to fucking insinuate that, like... You know... I'm not trying to make it out to be like a thing where it's like, oh, I fucking hate black people. It's just like, I'm trying to call this one black individual for something stupid that they've done. And now I'm being called racist for it. It's like, alright, man. Cool, amazing. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, that'll do for this episode. We'll talk more about this next time. Bye bye.
Goodbye.